It was Christmas Eve, the city streets glowing with golden lights, laughter echoing from every corner, and families celebrating warmth and togetherness. But inside a small, dim apartment on the outskirts of town, Maria folded her daughter Lily's old sweater and sighed. She was a maid in one of the richest houses in the city, and tonight, while everyone else celebrated, she had to work. The family she worked for, the Harrisons, were hosting a grand Christmas dinner for business partners. "Mommy, can't we stay together tonight?" Lily asked softly, hugging her worn-out teddy bear. Her innocent eyes glimmered with hope, even as she knew the answer. Maria smiled faintly. "Sweetheart, Mommy has to go to work, but maybe you can come with me tonight. Just promise to stay quiet, okay?" Lily's eyes widened with joy. "Really, Mommy? I'll be good, I promise." That's how it began, one small wish on a cold Christmas Eve. Maria bundled her daughter in a coat and took her along, praying her employer wouldn't be angry. The mansion stood like a palace, every window glowing, laughter spilling out into the night. Maria entered through the back door, heart pounding. As the guests mingled, Maria quietly served food and refilled glasses, trying to stay invisible. Lily sat in the corner of the kitchen, quietly coloring on an old piece of paper Maria had found. Occasionally, she peeked through the doorway, her eyes wide at the sight of the glittering tree and piles of wrapped gifts. But then, something unexpected happened. Mr. Harrison, the millionaire host himself, walked into the kitchen. He was tall, dignified, but there was a gentleness in his eyes tonight. His sharp gaze softened when he noticed the little girl sitting on the stool, clutching a teddy bear. "Who's this?" he asked kindly. Maria froze, fear rushing through her chest. I'm sorry, sir. This is my daughter, Lily. I couldn't leave her alone tonight. I'll make sure she doesn't disturb anyone. Please don't be angry." Mr. Harrison looked at Lily, then back at Maria. He didn't say a word for a moment. Then, his lips curved into a small smile. "It's Christmas Eve, Maria. No child should be alone tonight." Before Maria could respond, he knelt beside Lily and said warmly, "Would you like to see our Christmas tree up close?" Lily blinked in disbelief. "Can I?" Mr. Harrison took her tiny hand and led her into the grand living room. The guests turned to look, whispering among themselves, but he didn't care. He lifted Lily southwest. She could place the shining star on top of the massive Christmas tree. The room fell silent, then burst into applause. Maria stood in the doorway, tears filling her eyes. Later that night, when the guests left, Mr. Harrison called Maria into his study. She entered nervously, holding Lily's hand. He gestured for them to sit. "Maria," he began softly, "I saw how hard you work every day. You never complain, even when things get tough. I also noticed how your little girl looks at you, with love and pride. That's what Christmas is about. Love. Sacrifice. Family." He handed her a small envelope. "This is for you. A Christmas bonus, and something else." Maria opened it and gasped. Inside was not just money, but also a letter offering her a permanent position with better pay, and a scholarship for Lily at a nearby private school. "Sir, I can't accept this," she whispered, tears streaming down her face. "You can," he said gently. "Because you've earned it. And because no child deserves to grow up watching her mother struggle alone." Lily hugged Mr. Harrison's leg and whispered, "Thank you, Mr. You're like Santa." He chuckled. "Maybe just for tonight." As they left the mansion, snow began to fall, soft and silent. Maria looked up at the glowing windows and whispered a prayer of gratitude. For the first time in years, she felt seen, not as a maid, but as a mother, as a human being. That night, as Lily fell asleep in her arms, clutching her teddy bear, Maria smiled. Christmas wasn't about wealth or gifts, it was about kindness, compassion, and love that warms the coldest nights. The next morning, she woke up to a knock on her door. A delivery man stood there, holding a big box wrapped in gold paper. Inside was a brand new coat for Maria, a box of toys for Lily, and a note that simply said, "You showed me what love truly looks like. Merry Christmas, Mr. Harrison." Maria pressed the note to her heart, tears in her eyes. The world could be harsh, but sometimes, miracles did happen, and they often came from unexpected hearts.